Have you ever dreamed of starting your own business but felt like you were held back because, well, you didn't have a ton of cash? In this explainer, we're going to show you how to launch a laundry delivery service with almost no startup capital. We're talking a proven playbook for smart, lean growth. Let's dive in.
And this isn't just some theory, you know? We're tackling a real-world challenge from an aspiring entrepreneur named Farai. Farai's asking the question that so many of us have. How do I start a business when my capital is limited and every single dollar has to count?
That's the exact problem we're going to solve today. By the time we're done here, you'll have a clear, step-by-step guide to turn that dream into a real, profitable business, and you won't need a huge investment to do it.
And honestly, the timing couldn't be better. The whole post-COVID world has seen demand for delivery services just skyrocket, and new technology has totally changed the game. What used to be a super high-cost industry is now wide open for smart entrepreneurs like you to jump right in.
So, where do you even begin? Well, to figure out the smartest path for a lean startup, we first need to get the lay of the land. So let's break down the 4 main ways people get into the laundry delivery business.
First up, you've got the traditional approach. This is basically for someone who already owns a laundromat and just wants to add a delivery service to bring in more revenue. It's a fantastic option if you've already got the building and machines in place.
Okay, model number 2 is the drop store. You can think of this kind of like a little logistics hub. It's a physical storefront, but it's only for customers to drop off and pick up their clothes. The actual washing and folding, that happens somewhere else, off-site.
Now, in this third model, you are the entire operation. There's no storefront. It's just you, your vehicle, and a direct connection to your customers. You're handling everything, from the pickup and delivery to the actual washing and folding. This gives you total control over that customer experience.
And finally, we have the broker model. Here, you're basically the connector, right? You're linking customers to a partner laundromat that does all the work. But a little heads up, this one can be a real minefield for beginners because you're trusting someone else's quality control with your brand's reputation.
Okay, this slide is where it all clicks into place. It's such a great visual because it just lays out the trade-offs for each model so clearly. Just look at the pattern here. As the initial cost and the need for a location go down, so does the complexity. With one big exception, right? For a lean startup, like what Farai wants to build, one of these paths is the obvious one.
So, keeping Farai's goal in mind, to spend that limited capital as wisely as possible, which path really makes the most sense? We're looking for that sweet spot, you know? The lowest barrier to entry with the highest potential for getting cash in the door fast. When you look back at that comparison, the answer is, well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? For anyone on a tight budget who absolutely needs to start generating revenue from day one, there's really only one logical choice. And the winner is model number 3, the direct-to-client service. This is the ultimate lean startup path. It lets you get your business off the ground with minimal risk, prove your concept with actual customers, and then, and this is key, use your profits to fuel your growth.
So what makes this model so powerful? It's really simple. It's all about low risk and high reward. You don't have huge startup costs, no expensive leases to worry about, and you start making money from your very first customer. Every single dollar you earn can go right back into growing the business. All right, so we've got our strategy. Now it's time to roll up our sleeves. What are the absolute must-have essentials you need to launch your direct-to-client laundry service? Let's unpack your 5-step launch kit. You might actually be surprised to hear this, but you only need 5 essential tools to get started. These are the non-negotiables, the things you need to launch a professional, trustworthy service that's going to have customers lining up.
So this 5-step toolkit is basically your foundation for success. It really covers everything, from how you look online to how you get paid, making sure you have a smooth and professional operation right from day one.
And this is a perfect example of how the little details make a huge difference. A professional email address is so cheap and easy to set up, but it builds so much trust and credibility with your customers. It's really the difference between looking like a serious business and looking like a side hustle. Now, when it comes to your ordering system, you've got a clear path to follow. Start with something simple, like a free online form, just to get the ball rolling. And here's a good rule of thumb. Once you're consistently doing over, say, 10 to 15 orders a day and that manual work feels overwhelming, that is your signal to reinvest your profits into a full-on point-of-sale system to automate things. The key is to start lean and invest smart.
And there you have it. We've gone all the way from spotting a huge opportunity to laying out a clear, actionable plan for launching your own laundry delivery service. You now have the knowledge and the tools to make it happen. So, the question is no longer how, it's when. You have the complete playbook to launch your own successful business. The only thing left to do is take that first step. Your journey starts right now.